I don't even know where, I just grabbed a random spot and I put it there.
Okay, so what this section is about is we're still multiplying binomials. You just had a quiz on FOIL. Alex, by the way, it's first, outside, inside, and
Last.
last.
I would know.
Not least.
Now, the only difference is I'm going to give you a shortcut. Okay, you can use this or you don't have to. Okay, it's up to you, really. Yes, ma'am. Okay, let me finish this and then I'll look. So that's why it's just called special products, if you will. Okay. So let's just start out with an example. Kind of review. Here you have 3x plus 5 all squared. Okay. Basically, I will just show you. Just remember, this is how you write it. Okay, so right now I want you to use FOIL and find the product. Okay, so do that now. Has everybody got it? Shelby, what'd you get?
9x squared plus 30x plus 25.
Okay, has everybody got that? All right, I want you to look at the first term. Okay, review real quick. This is a trinomial. How many terms does it have?
3.
The degree is 2. Okay, I want you to look at this first term. That was pretty easy, right? 3x times 3x is 9x squared. Now look at the 25. That is 5 times 5. Okay. As long as you know how to go from here to here, I'm going to just show you a shortcut. Please understand, this is your choice. I'm not going to say find the product using the, okay. But there is a shortcut. Can anybody look at the middle term and tell me where 30 came from?
That's 5 times 2 is 15, and 15 plus 15 is 30.
Right, 15 doubled, right? Did y'all hear what she said? What's 5 times 3? Double 15. There it is. So the square of a sum, because this is the same thing squared, right? It's kind of got a formula to it. So you have the first term squared, the last term squared. The middle term is you're just doubling the middle term, okay? 3 and 5 is 15. Double it, you get 30. So let's just test that. And as you write that down, I'm going to give you another one. And I want you to try it this way, okay? 4y plus 3x squared. Actually, that's kind of bothering me. Erase what you just wrote. 3x plus 4y, sorry. My fault. So don't do FOIL, okay? So let's just square the first term. What's the first term? 3x. What is 3x squared? 9x squared. All right, I'm going to do the last one. 4y squared is 16y squared. Okay, so now, what is 3 times 4? 12. Double the 12, you get what? 24. But what are I got to do x, y. Do you see? All right, there's 2 more. Can you see what I'm writing, or do I need to scoot it up? A little bit? Is that good? What's the opposite of sum? Subtract. So I'm going to call it sum of a difference. It's the same formula. So you have a minus b squared. And you have a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. The only difference is that minus makes this subtraction. But you do realize you can still use FOIL, right? Does everybody see that? Okay. So I'm going to do a little squiggly. So let's look at 6p minus 1 all squared. All right, so let's do this one together using our shortcut. The first term squared, what is 6p squared?
36p squared.
There you go. All right. Minus, this says 2 times a times b. So 2, a is 6p, b is 1. So what's 2 times 6? 12p, because 1 times that is just. And then 1 squared is simply, negative 1 squared is just 1. Let me just be very honest with you. Not everyone sees this and thinks this way, okay? Do y'all understand what I mean when I say that? Y'all all have different minds. You learn differently, better than others. Okay, this is your choice, okay? The next one is super easy, and this is one that's really important. These 2 here, they really will help you when you have not a square, but a cube, okay? So, and that's more of an algebra 2 thing, okay? So I'm going to give you this kind of because I'm supposed to. Y'all okay if I say that? I still like FOIL personally, okay? It's your choice. Some of y'all like a formula, go for it, okay? To me, I like FOIL. Don't y'all think the more you do it, it's pretty easy, right? It's kind of basic, not really any. So the next one is super fun, and we actually did it on bingo the other day, right? So last but not least, I'll do it here. All right, I'm gonna put a star by it just because it is, well, you'll see. 2x squared plus 3 times 2x squared minus 3. What's the difference here?
There's a negative 3 and positive.
Right, the signs are different. You have an addition, subtraction, positive, negative. Does anybody remember this one from bingo? What happens?
The 3's.
Not the 3's.
Oh, the 2x squared.
The middle term. So let's do FOIL, and we're going to see what happens. This will help you. All right, so we're going to use FOIL just to check. All right, so let's do this kind of quickly. 2x squared times 2x squared is what? 4x to the fourth, good. Outside, here I go, negative 6x squared. Inside is not negative 6, but positive 6x squared. And last is 3 and negative 3, which is negative 9. What happens to these middle two terms? Goodbye, goodbye. Your answer here is 4x to the fourth minus 9. All right, what this is called, the shortcut is you don't have to do the math. I'm sorry, you don't have to use FOIL. So this is, here, I'll just do this. A squared minus B squared. So if you look, I'll move this. You see the middle terms here? You don't do it. There's no middle term. Why is there no middle term? Because they cancel each other out. Okay, real quick, why do they cancel each other out? What happened here? It's the same binomial except the signs. So they're going to cancel each other out. This is, trying to think of the catchy name. They call it product of a sum and a difference. Let's see, what can we call this? I'll come back to that. No. I'm gonna name this. Draw a blank, because I'm gonna name that something fun.
What's that?
I'll come back to that. All right, let's do one more of these, and then I'm done. Okay, so basically, this whole lesson here, guys, is review. Okay, guys, look at this. We used FOIL, and we still got the answer. Okay, do y'all see what I'm saying? Like, this is kind of a mini lesson, if you will. All right. All right, so let me do one more of those. Can you read that? No. There you go. All right. 3n plus 2 times 3n minus 2. Formula, just a reminder, a squared minus b squared. But if you forget, all right, Nate, what'd you get?
9n squared minus 4.
Who got it? Okay. Any questions? If you wanted to use FOIL, I will do it real quick. With FOIL, 9n squared minus 6n plus 6n minus 4. These cancel, therefore you're left with that. So again, FOIL still works. Okay, I want you to turn to page 514. Classwork, right now I want you to work on 1 through 6. I know what I'm going to call it. Let's call it this difference of squares, because if you look at the answer, difference means what? Subtraction. Look at our final terms. Aren't both of these perfect squares? Okay. Difference of squares, we'll call that. Work on classwork. This should be in your notes section. I'm going to give you about 5 minutes, and we'll go over it. Okay. 1 through 6. Sorry, wow, my fault.
What?
It was not, you couldn't see it.
No, it's page 515.
I have 14.
On board.
Did you get these done? Okay. Who's still working on these? Okay. What number are you on, Adrian? Okay. Oh, actually, did you see your? Okay.
I knew
Yep.
it too, I knew.
Easy mistake to fix, but, right, you can fix that. You don't, okay, I got you, Tyler. You sure?
No,
Would you want to see it though, I'd like to see it?
yeah.
It is pretty.
All right, so.
Send it to your mom. There you go. Oh, I already told you. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and let me give you the answers to these. Here they are, 1 through 6. One was pretty basic, right? Again, I just reiterate, guys, you can use FOIL, okay? I like formulas. I'm such a formula person, but even still, this formula, quote unquote, is it's got some detail. Number 3 and number 6 just have the double variables. Make sure you get these middle terms right, okay? C times D is just CD, okay? This is where, so on your quiz, trying to say just a bare minimum before the others have to make it up. I had to take off points just because you might have forgotten a square here and there, okay? It was usually on the last term here. All right, yes ma'am?
I don't know why, but I don't, like, get the middle number. Like, I get everything else plus.
So you want me to do, let's do number 6. You want to do that? Because that's kind of hard.
Yeah.
All right, so let's look at, I'm going to do number 6 right here. Is that okay if I, yes?
Like, most of it's wrong, because I was doing that thing, I'm just gonna stick to number 4.
Do you see what, did you hear what he said?
I got one right.
Stick to FOIL if it's working. Okay, it's perfectly fine. I'm going to do FOIL first, okay? So 3C plus 6D times 3C plus 6D. First terms, 3C times 3C is 9C squared. Okay, so far so good? Okay, outside, 3C times 6D is 18C times D.
That's what I done. That's what I have.
Right, that's, and then you do inside, which is the same. 6 times 3 is 18C times D. The reason, okay, I'm going to say this. I may not have to. You may say D times C. I put them in alphabetical order here, okay? Last 60 times 60 is 36D, whoops. Thank you, 36D squared. All right. So now you have the middle terms are like terms, okay, Reagan? The middle terms, 99% of the time we'll simplify, okay? 18 plus 18 is 36CD. And then you just bring everything down. And it's just by chance that these are the same number, okay? Yes, ma'am.
So for number 2, I got the same thing, but I like switched it. So instead of 11 minus A, I did A minus 11, and I got A squared minus 22A plus 1.
Well, it's negative A. Look at the problem. A is negative. So that,
Okay, so I can't switch it.
you can, but you have to say negative A plus 11.
Okay.
Because look, if you look at the 11, the 11's positive. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's talk about your homework. All right. Now, this is going to look like a lot. This, first thing you want to do, I recommend you do it in the order I wrote. Okay, you don't have me tomorrow, but you do have something due tomorrow. It's one of those quizzes online. Okay? Use your notes, whatever you want, okay? This is just a refresher on a couple things. And, tomorrow, what time do y'all want that due tomorrow? I'll let first period choose. Tomorrow's Friday. What time do you want me to have it due?
11.
Yeah, 11:30 PM.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, that works.
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure I change, Tyler, make sure, just say, Miss Miller, make sure you change the, LMS. Okay. This is, these last two are due Monday. Okay. Now, I want everyone, since we have time, to go to IXL. I want you to go to this specific IXL. Okay, I just want to look at it real quick. So go to 8th grade A5. I'm gonna go there with you. Yeah.